Folks, I didn't want to start this hotline off. Of course, I knew since this weekend that I was going to start off this hotline with some negativity and wanted to put some positivity. There's going to be some positivity in this hotline when it comes to the Patriots later on. But the Dallas Cowboys, man, there's a lot of things that I wanted to get to with this game. Seriously. My original idea was that I was going to go after Amari Cooper in this hotline. Why? Because Amari Cooper really didn't step up in this game today. Your most important fucking game of the fucking season, and one of your top wideouts cannot even fucking step up. And then there was the news. As I was about to go on air, I wanted to read this news. I wanted to dissect it for a few moments. And Amari Cooper said this, that he was pulled by the coaches prior to that fourth down that decided this season. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, and I'm going to be honest with you, y'all, I did not watch this game. And I wasn't planning on watching this game today. Because this is Christmas weekend. Everybody knows I went to the fucking Providence Place Mall today to do my Christmas shopping. And then, the iPhone stops popping up. People are saying, oh, Derek, are you going to go on another rant? I knew you're going to go on it. Because the Dallas Cowboys, they're losing. I already knew the fucking outcome. I already knew the outcome of this game. But when I hear about Amari Cooper, and this is where, and I know I want to get back into this. The Cowboys had the ball with 1:26 remaining in the fourth quarter. They passed to Michael Gallup. It's a 50-50 ball. Incomplete. And it ended the game. And you fucking pull Amari Cooper on the most important fucking play of the fucking season. This is a confusing move. And the fact that he discussed it in the post game, it just tells you that fucking Jason Garrett has got to go. Seriously, man. I'm fucking done with Jason Garrett. 3rd and 1. You fucking put Zeke on the bench. What did I fucking tell you about fucking Zeke? That you fucking put the fucking dude in the most important situations. And what do? You come out with one of the most fucking fucktarded moves. You put Pollard, and I understand Pollard is a fucking good running back, but he fucking fumbles. And then this play. Your best fucking players needed to be on the field. There's no fucking excuses for a star wide receiver to not at least have been on the field for a play. It's not to say that Prescott had to target him, but having him on the field, that would have drew significant attention from the secondary. And it just brings me to this point why Jason Garrett, man, has to go. I mean, if they lose to the Giants next week, now, by the way, the Eagles are going to win that game. Do you honestly fucking think that the fucking Giants are going to give the Eagles a victory? There's no fucking chance in hell. Because you know that they want to fire Pat Schumer. You know that they want to hire Jason Garrett as their next coach. Cowboys, I think they'll beat the Redskins next week. But, all honesty, man, Jason Garrett, man, it's time to go. Let me just say this. Now, I know you fucking goofballs on here. Oh, you wanted Jason Garrett fired. Oh, you want him fired. Yeah, get him out of here. Don't get me wrong. This guy, he was the right man for the job for a while. He was that stabilizing force when Wade Phillips fucked that team in the ass in 2010. He brought in this competent voice, and he did turn around the Cowboys. And he brought this culture that settled down the worst impulses of Jerry Jones. Now, during his time, I will be fucking honest with you, they were never great. But they were never really bad, except for a season when Tony Romo was out. And the problem with Jason Garrett is that even when his team looked like they were one of the top teams in the NFL, they never fucking showed it in the playoffs. This team had double-digit wins in 3 seasons under Jason Garrett and could not even fucking win a playoff game. That's the fucking problem with Jason Garrett. He always seems to be able to produce a quality product. But he could never elevate those teams to become superior. Because it's fucking important. The postseason is your most important games in the NFL season. And what happened? Your best teams folded. Producing in the clutch wasn't his best quality. And that's going to be why he leaves this organization. Maybe it was his cerebral nature. Maybe it was because of the fact that he was conservative. Maybe it was his inability to adjust on game day. And maybe it was his inability to adjust at all. For all his good qualities, Jason Garrett's rigid nature and belief in his system is probably his fundamental flaw. He came to age in the 90s. This isn't fucking 1993. 1994, when the Dallas Cowboys were fucking winning Super Bowls. No, this is 2019, motherfucker. That gap is just too much to overcome. This team right now, they need a new era. They need a new aura. Excuse me. Who is that new guy? I really hope it's Lincoln Riley. I really hope so. I know Urban Meyer now, yeah, he was in Cleveland. Oh, he's going to be the coach of the Cleveland Browns now. We'll see what happens. But I like Lincoln Riley. I really do. Lincoln Riley will bring this great culture to the Dallas Cowboys. Much like what he did with the Oklahoma Sooners. When he had Baker Mayfield. When he was coaching Baker Mayfield. When he was coaching Jalen Hurts. now that Jalen Hurts is going to be in the NFL, and Kyler Murray, he's going to do some great things with Dak Prescott. I really do believe it. We'll see what happens. But man, oh man, good riddance to Jason Garrett. Next week, man, cannot get here fast enough. Next Monday, cannot get here fast enough. And I know I should be celebrating Christmas with the family, which I will. I'm not going to be focused on fucking football because to me, it's all about the family. It's not Dallas Cowboys football, New England Patriots football 24/7 in my life. No. I have a fucking life. I'm done talking about this fucking team. So, we're going to do this today with the hotline here. We're going to get into your NFL Sunday. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on the game yesterday with the Patriots and the Bills. I'm not going to go on a rant on that. Promise you. But I'll be talking about the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, because I know all you Cleveland Brown fans. Ref. I put that video up today of Odell Beckham Jr. And I got a lot to fucking say about this organization. You already knew that there was an Easter egg for this hotline. So, hotline, please, when it comes to this channel, subscribe to this channel. Of course, this week I will have your Monday Night Raw review from the Wrestling Observer Radio. As long as nobody is trying to report me and trying to harass me on here. The Thursday video, I will not be putting up a Thursday Wrestling Observer Radio. I'm not even going to do a video on Wednesday because of Christmas. Friday, I will be back with you talking about Week 17 of the NFL season. And then next week, we'll have a little bit of some fun talking about the Week 17. And then getting into Jason Garrett, the firing. An emergency hotline, that's going to come up next week. And I'm going to have a fucking good time talking about it. So that's really what I have planned for the rest of the year. So subscribe to the channel, check it out, and we will get into the Cleveland Browns talk. So coming out of college, Baker Mayfield was hailed by some as this quarterback that had the highest upside in the 2018 NFL draft class. And scouts from the Cleveland Browns, they were so convinced of his talent that the Cleveland Browns drafted him with the first overall pick. And in his rookie year, he was impressive. I will admit that. 3,725 yards, 27 touchdowns. And although, he did make some mistakes, of course, if you're a rookie in the NFL, you're going to make some mistakes. He had this undeniable talent, especially his talent for being great-minded quarterback. And then what happened? Freddie Kitchens comes along, and what happens? He fucks this organization up. But I will say it like this. Amazingly managed to turn things like Mayfield's accuracy and decision-making into weaknesses. Somebody put this on Twitter. Dan Ovalowski. What's so odd to see from Baker, he was known for his decision-making and ball placement / accuracy, Both of those have gone in reverse this year. And yes, I think both have because of their coach. At Browns, gotta move on IMO, in my opinion. Orlovsky's right over here. And I'm actually gonna fucking defend him here. Because the proof is the statistics. And I'm gonna tell you why Freddie Kitchens is the fucking problem for this organization. When Baker Mayfield was an Oklahoma Sooner, 70.5% of his passes were completed. He threw a respectable 63.8 in his rookie year, which had a mediocre offensive wide receiving corps. Going into this game today, he had completed just 60.1% of his passes. His interception rate went from 2.9 to 3.6% this year. He just got fucking worse, Mayfield. How can that be? What happened to his fucking confidence? It's fucking your fucking manager, your coach. I say fucking manager because, hey, I'm a fucking soccer fan. But your football coach fucking fucked things up. Because all of the things that made Baker Mayfield this exciting quarterback with a bright future, it's now working against him. And look what you had. This year, you had your fucking top target, Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry. What happened to them? What happened to them? The fact that, this was a sophomore slump for him. It was. And the fact that he has regressed so wildly, it's just damning evidence that Freddie Kitchens is holding him back. And somehow, you're having Baker Mayfield just throw these safer throws. And you saw the shit. You saw the fucking video that I put out there today. Odell Beckham fucking going off on Freddie Kitchens. You fucking think that everyone in that fucking Browns fucking locker room is pissed off at Freddie Kitchens? Of course they are. Of course. Because Freddie Kitchens this year fucked up this team. No wonder why Urban Meyer was at the game today. And why people are all over social media, excuse me, they're saying, oh, Urban Meyer's going to become the next coach. He's going to be the Cleveland Browns' next head coach. Yeah. He's going to help Baker Mayfield succeed. Yay. I don't fucking see that happening. Do I think Freddie Kitchens should be fired in the offseason? Obviously, yeah. And if they don't fire him, they're just wasting Baker Mayfield's potential to be an elite quarterback. And finally, let's get into some New England Patriots football, because we should have talked some New England Patriots football yesterday here. So, the Patriots played 4:30 game yesterday against the Buffalo Bills. And I understand this is not the same ever dominant Patriots team of yesteryear that we've seen them breeze through the NFL's postseason. In fact, they barely scraped by winning the AFC East in a dogfight against the Buffalo Bills. And I will admit, this game for a bit, it actually did scare me. I'll be really honest with you, especially the fact when Buffalo had the lead 17-13. I was like, there's no way in hell that we're fucking winning this game. And that we're going to have to fucking go in and beat the Dolphins next week. And thankfully, we win the game. As of right now, as of the recording that I'm doing here, Kansas City's beating the Chicago Bears. What else is new? The Bears fucking suck. But when you look at the Patriots, I know they're not dropping 40 points on a regular basis anymore. The Patriots, they don't have that same high-powered offense that they've had in years past. And as much as Tom Brady would like to defeat Father Time, he's still impossible to beat. And you want to know why? Because he's Tom fucking Brady. He's TB fucking 12. But that doesn't mean hope is lost for this fan base and their upcoming playoff run. Especially with Bill Belichick still at the helm of this team. And to achieve their ultimate goal, they're going to need to put that same performance that they did last night against the Buffalo Bills. And here's why. Because Tom Brady is no longer the marquee weapon New England can utilize to beat teams. And with TB12, the GOAT, serving the role of a seasoned game manager, they still found ways to win this fucking game yesterday. What happened? Your running game. Using Rex Burkhead. Yes, Rex Burkhead fumbled the ball in the first possession that the Patriots had in the game. James White, and I'll even say it, Sony Michel had a great game yesterday. 97 yards. Burkhead only rushed for 20 yards on the ground. He got what was the lead touchdown that gave the Patriots the lead late in the fourth quarter. What did he do? 5 catches for 77 yards. You total that to the 20 yards that he had in rushing. 97 yards. That's a damn fucking good day. Sony Michel, like I said, had a very good day as well. And one drive in that game, 17 plays, 81 yards. The ball was in the 1 yard line. That's how they started their possession. And what happened? 9 minutes with the ball that they had. And yes, that was, I believe, a field goal. That's what the New England Patriots need to do in the postseason. Because it's going to be tough for the Patriots. You look at it right now. Kansas City. If New England can beat the Dolphins next week, which they will, you get the number 2 seed. You get a bye week. In the divisional round, you go up against the Kansas City Chiefs in Foxborough. I think they can beat the Chiefs this time around in Foxborough. And then you got to go on the road and play the Baltimore Ravens. That's even going to be a tougher match. What do you do in a situation like that? You run the ball down the field. Take up time. Let Tom Brady, let his quarterback IQ do the rest. And then, of course, on defense. The defense, you know that fucking defense is going to step up. This time around, they're going to be fucking ready for fucking Patrick Mahomes. They're going to be ready to go up against Lamar Jackson. The defense has been the bread and butter all season. They're first place in total defense. takeaways, and yards allowed per play. First place, and they're second in locking up the passing game. This is going to be a tough road for the Patriots to get to the Super Bowl, possibly win the Super Bowl yet again. I think this is going to be more of a tougher task than in years past, maybe tougher than last year. Because if you remember last year, this was a team that was 11-5, but they still won the Super Bowl. And why? Because the same thing that they did in that game against the Buffalo Bills last year, and I believe it was the New York Jets they played too, final game of the season. In that same game against the Buffalo Bills last year, that's when the Patriots really stepped up to their A game and got better. But we'll see what happens because, like I said, there are some tough teams that are going to have to be beat in this postseason. I'm out of here, folks. Thank you all for listening to this hotline. I am out. Deuces and love.